In a year that contained mostly good, not great animated movies, ParaNorman gets its chance to jump ahead of all this year's previous releases. This movie is about an 11-year-old boy named Norman who can see dead people, and whereas this would freak out a lot of little kids in the real world, he kind of embraces it. Like, the dude is just walking around town seeing ghosts, and he's just like, hey, how's it hanging? But to everyone else, it just looks like he's talking to no one. So Norman is a bit of an outsider and gets bullied a lot at school for it. Even his family, it feels pretty uncomfortable around him. But when it's discovered that their town is the site of a witch burial that took place far in the past, it's up to Norman and an unlikely crew of friends to stop the witch's curse and save the town. This is traditionally not what an animated movie is about, and it's kind of what makes it this unique. The voice actors definitely got a good feel for what they were in, and they were definitely able to voice act the part. The stop motion is interesting mainly because it feels like it was partially computer generated, but unfortunately I wasn't able to see it in 3D, so I didn't really get the full effect. But I'm going to assume that the 3D was good, because when was the last time an animated movie had bad 3D? The way the movie started was great and unique, and you get a feel for Norman's situation, and you really do feel for the kid. It definitely has an interesting sense of humor. They throw in a number of jokes that I'm surprised they even had the balls to include in a kid's movie. Not necessarily dirty jokes, but just things that have you go, huh, okay, that was interesting. But it's not all good. My problem with the movie is in the middle. Once the curse is out in the open, the movie puts the main characters in a position, and it kind of decides to focus more on the town a bit more, and I really didn't like those characters. The more screen time they got, the less and less I liked the movie, and I was just kind of getting mad. And just when I wasn't feeling it anymore, they brought it back with a fantastic emotional climax. So this does fall under the good, not great category. The movie could have definitely been improved in its second act, but overall it's still fun and has a good message for kids. I wouldn't recommend this for very young kids because there is some scary imagery, but older kids should like it, and for the most part at least. And parents, there are definitely some jokes in there for you. I'm going to push a little and give this a 3.5. I think it was a pretty good movie and I enjoyed it. And I also have to credit the movie for being so progressive. There's this throwaway joke that they include at the end that pretty much dropped my jaw, and I could tell that everyone else in the theater behind me had like the same reaction. Like, after that initial, we just all broke into laughter. So I credit the filmmakers for just including that, and I hope people don't react to that joke in a negative way. But if you see the movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you like this review and you want to see more, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it.